So our progress report says we are at stage 8, paragraph page 648. And our last headword was take into account whole stage revision. Okay, so let's start from where you ended. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. First question. If you decided to set up a business in the place where you live, what kind of business would you choose? If you decided to set up a business in the place where you live, what kind of business would you choose? If I decided
I
to
decided
set up a
to
business
a mistake.
in the place where I
The
live,
place I think
I choose.
I choose maybe about science
Very good. Why? Why?
because I like experiments.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Next. When do we use could as the passive can? When do we use could as the passive can? We use could
We use
as the
code
past of can
as of count
to speak about
to speak
general
about
abilities.
general abilities.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. My grandfather
My grandfather
could run very
could run
fast
very fast.
when he was a young
Was
man.
a man.
Very good. When don't we use could as the passive can? When don't we use could as the passive can? We don't use could
We don't use could
as the past of can
but can.
if we talk about
We talk about
a particular occasion
particular occasion
when somebody
when somebody
managed to do something.
managed to do something.
Very good. What do we use instead? What do we use instead? We use
We
was
use
able,
was able
manage, or
manage
succeeded instead.
instead.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. The woman
A
gave
woman
the children
gave
some
the
money,
children some money,
and so they were
and so
able
they were able
to buy some sweets.
to buy some sweets.
Very good. What happens when a sentence is negative? What happens when a sentence is negative? When a sentence
The
is
sentence
negative,
negative,
we can use either
or we can use either
couldn't or wasn't able.
wasn't able.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. The woman
A
did not
woman
give the
did not
children
need the
any
children
money,
any money,
and so
and
they
so
could not buy
they could not buy
any sweets.
any sweets.
Very good. Is it in your nature to worry about things too much? Is it in your nature to worry about things too much? Yes or no?
No,
It isn't in my
isn't
nature
in my
to
nature.
worry about things
Things
too much.
too
Very
much.
good. Do you think human nature can be changed? Do you think human nature can be changed? Yes or no?
Human nature. No,
I don't think
I don't think
human nature
human nature
can be changed.
can be changed.
Very good. Do you think it's a good thing to make children compete against each other at school? Do you think it's a good thing to make children compete against each other at school? Yes or no?
Yes,
I think it's
I
a
think
good thing
it's a good thing.
to make children
Makes children
compete against each
compete
other
against each other
at school.
at school.
Very good. Have you ever won a competition? Have you ever won a competition? Yes or no?
Yes,
I've won a
I want
competition.
transportation.
Very good. Are you full of energy at the moment? Are you full of energy at the moment? Yes or no?
No,
I'm not full
I'm not
of
full
energy
of
at
energy
the moment.
at the moment.
Very good. What do we mean if we say that a person or machine works efficiently? What do we mean if we say that a person or machine works efficiently? If we say, if we say, hello, 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 can you hear me? Hello.
Oh, hello.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
hello.
go. Okay, one more. What do
Okay.
we mean if we say that a person or machine works efficiently? What do we mean if we say that a person or machine works efficiently? If we say
We say
that a person
the
or
person,
machine works
machine,
efficiently,
efficiently
we mean that
means
the
that
person or machine
the person or machine
works well
do well
without wasting time
the wasting time
or energy.
or energy.
Very good. Are the cars that people drive today more efficient than the cars of 50 years ago? Are the cars that people drive today more efficient than the cars of 50 years ago? Yes. The
Yes,
cars
the
that
cars
people drive
that
today
we drive today
are more efficient
are more
than the
efficient
cars
than the
of
cars
50 years ago.
years ago.
Very good. What color clothes do you think suit you best? What color clothes do you think suit you best? I think.
I think
What color?
black or
Black clothes
black clothes
suit me best.
suits me best.
Very good. Would it suit you if you were asked to come to school on a public holiday? Would it suit you if you were asked to come to school on a public holiday? Yes or no?
Oh,
It
yes.
w- yes, it would suit me.
Ah, no,
No, it wouldn't suit
no.
me
It doesn't serve me.
if I was asked
I was asked
to come to school
to
on
school
a public holiday.
public holiday
Why not? Why not? Because
because I want relax.
I want to relax. Very good. Okay. Where would you say was the most suitable place to go for a holiday if you wanted a complete rest? Where would you say was the most suitable place to go for a holiday if you wanted a complete rest? I'd say,
I say,
hmm, what place?
oh, what place? What?
I'd say Okinawa, Hot Spring
Okay. Hot spring maybe.
was the most
It's the
suitable
most
place
suitable place
to go for a
to
holiday
go for a holiday.
if I wanted a
I
complete
want
rest.
it rest.
Very good. Okay, next. What are the effects of too little sleep? What are the effects of too little sleep? The effects
The effect
of too little sleep
of too little sleep,
are headache,
headache, yeah,
dizziness, etc.
etc.
Where do you think regular physical exercise can have any effect on how happy someone feels? Do you think regular physical exercise can have any effect on how happy someone feels? Yes or no?
Yes,
I think regular
I think regular
physical exercise
physical
can
exercise
have some effect
some effect
on how happy
how happy
someone feels.
someone feels.
Very good. What effect do you suppose it would have on a perfect stranger if you went up to him in the street and hit him with a rolled up newspaper? What effect do you suppose it would have on a perfect stranger if you walk up on him in the street and hit him with a rolled up newspaper? If I went up
Up
to a perfect stranger
to a perfect
in the
stranger
street
in the street
and hit him
and hit
with
him
a rolled up
a
newspaper,
load of newspaper,
I suppose the effect
it was the effect
it would have on him
to her on him
would be one
would be one
of surprise.
prize.
Very good. Okay, next. What does the idiom drop a line mean? What does the idiom drop a line mean? The idiom
The idiom
drop a line means
properly means
write a short letter.
right short letter.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. Why didn't you
Why didn't you
drop us a line
drop us a line
and tell us you were
and
coming?
tell us we're coming?
Very good. Okay. Next. How do we express the idea of past time with the model should and ought to? How do we express the idea of past time with the model should and ought to? We express
We
the idea
express the idea
of past time
past
with
time
the models
with the
should
models
and ought to
with an auto
by following them
by following them
with the word have
with word have,
and a past participle.
past participle.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. They ought to have gone
They ought have to go
to the police
to the
after
police
the accident,
after the accident,
but they didn't.
but they didn't.
Wait, is there anything you should have done yesterday but didn't do? Is there anything you should have done yesterday but didn't do? Yes or no? There's something.
No,
No,
ah,
there isn't
there
anything
there isn't anything
I should have done yesterday
like yesterday,
but didn't do.
but didn't do.
Very good. What do I mean if I say that I ought to have called my mother? What do I mean if I say that I ought to have called my mother? If you say
If you say
that you ought to have
that you ought to have
called your mother,
told your mother,
it means that
means that
you did not, in fact,
you didn't in fact
call her.
call her.
Very good. How do we express a future idea with should or ought to? How do we express a future idea with should or ought to? We express
To
a future
express
idea
a future idea
with should or ought
with
to
should or ought to
by using a word
by using a word
or a phrase
or a
that
phrase
express
that express
future time.
future time.
Very good. Give me some examples. Give me some examples, please. We should do it
You should do it
as soon as possible.
as possible.
Where they ought to arrive
They ought to arrive
next week.
next week.
Very good. Is there anything you know you should do tomorrow but perhaps won't do? Is there anything you know you should do tomorrow but perhaps won't do? Yes or no? No?
Oh,
There
what?
isn't anything
There isn't anything
I know I should do
I know I
tomorrow
should do tomorrow,
but perhaps won't do.
but perhaps want to.
Very good. Okay, next. When your shoes are dirty, do you just clean them or do you polish them as well? When your shoes are dirty, do you just clean them or do you polish them as well? When my shoes
When my
are
shoes
dirty,
are dirty,
I don't just clean them.
I don't just clean them up
I polish them as well.
as well.
I polish them as well.
Polish them as well.
Very good. Okay, do you have any special ability that most people don't have? Do you have any special ability that most people don't have? Yes or no?
I don't know.
I don't have
I don't have
any special ability
a special ability
that most people
that most people
don't have.
don't have.
Very good. What's the biggest expense in your daily life? What's the biggest expense in your daily life? The biggest expense
Biggest
in
expense
my daily life
in my
is
daily life is
what's the biggest expense?
biggest
Food, what?
maybe
Transportation, food, internet. Let's say food.
I oh I took the junior high school entrance exam.
Ah, the most like daily life. Very good. Okay, next.
Maybe
What does the verb to postpone mean? What does the verb to postpone mean? The verb
the verb
to postpone mean
mean
to delay something
to do something
until a better time.
at a time.
Very good. Why are football matches sometimes postponed? Why are football matches sometimes postponed? Football matches
Football
are
matches
sometimes postponed
sometimes respond
because of bad
as
weather.
a bad weather.
Very good. Okay. Who do you think people suffer from stress more these days than they used to? Do you think people suffer from stress more these days than they used to? Yes, I think
Yeah,
people
I think people
suffer from stress
suffer stress
more these days
these
than they
days
used to.
than they used to.
Very good. Names some situations that people normally find stressful. Name some situations that people normally find stressful, please. Some situations
Some
that
situations
people normally
that people normally
find stressful
principle,
Our arguments,
arguments,
examination, job
examination,
interviews,
job interviews,
etc.
etc.
Very good. Okay, next. What does the word afterwards express? What does the word afterwards express? The word
The word
afterwards
afterwards
express the idea
express the idea
of after that.
after that.
Give me an example. Give me an example, please. They got married,
They got married.
but separated soon
They separated soon
afterwards.
afterwards.
Very good. When we're painting a room, what is it important to do first of all? When we're painting a room, what is it important to do first of all? When we're painting
When
a
we are
room,
painting a room,
first of all,
first of all,
it's important to
it's
cover
important to
the
cover
furniture
the
so
furniture
that it doesn't get
so it doesn't get
paint on it.
paint on it.
Very good. Until what age must a child attend school? Until what age must a child attend school? A child
A
must
child
attend school
must attend school
until the age of
until the age of
18.
18.
Very
Yes.
good. Why should shopkeepers always try to be polite when they attend to customers? Why should shopkeepers always try to be polite when they attend to customers? Shopkeepers should
Shopkeepers
always try
should always try
to be polite
to be
when they
polite
attend to
when they attend
customers
to customers.
because they want the
The
customers to
customers
come back again.
come back again.
Where do you attend to everything the teacher says during the lesson? Do you attend to everything the teacher says during the lesson? Yes or no?
No,
I don't attend
don't attend
to everything the
everything
teacher says
that has
during the lesson.
during the lesson.
Very good. Okay, what would you say was the most moving event you've ever seen? What would you say was the most moving event you've ever seen? I'd say
I'd
the
say
most moving event
the most moving event
I've ever seen
I've ever seen
was
was
what was the most
moving
moving event? Like
event.
sad or make you cry. Moving
Uh,
event that made you
oh,
cry, like
maybe
wedding or birth of a
no,
child,
I don't know wedding.
graduation. Maybe your
Oh,
graduation in the
ah,
uh
yeah, elementary school. High school. No, junior high
junior
school
high
entrance.
school graduation. You passed the exam.
Yeah, pass.
Oh, that's correct. That's correct. Because exam are very difficult, right?
Yeah,
Congratulations, by the way. Okay,
yes.
next. What kind of things move people to tears? What kind of things move people to tears? The kind of
Uh,
things that move
Things
people
that move
to
people
tears
to
are
tears.
music,
Music,
sad films,
short films,
weddings, etc.
weddings, etc.
Very good. Tell me one common way of making a request. Tell me one common way of making a request, please. One common way
One common way
of making a request
of making a
is
request
to say, can you
is to say, "Can you
or could you?
or could you?"
Which is more polite, can or could? Which is more polite, can or could? Could is more
Could
polite
is more correct
than can.
than can.
Give me an example. Give me an example, please. Could you possibly
Could you possibly
lend me your
lend
pen
me your
for a
pen
second, please?
or a pen, please?
Very good. Okay, next. Tell me another common way of making a request. Tell me another common way of making a request, please. Another common way
The common way of
of making a request
making a
is to
request
say, do you mind
is, "Do you mind
or would you mind?
or would you mind?"
Very good. Would you say, do you mind or would you mind if you wanted to be especially polite? Would you say, do you mind or would you mind if you wanted to be especially polite? I would say,
I would
would
say,
you mind
"Mind
if I wanted to
if I
be
wanted to be
especially polite?"
very polite."
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. Would you mind
Would you mind
passing me that book,
passing me that
please?
book, please?
Very good. What did you do if you wanted to spoil someone's pleasure in eating their lunch? What did you do if you wanted to spoil someone's pleasure in eating their lunch? If I wanted
I
to
wanted
spoil
to
someone's
follow
pleasure
someone's
in
pleasure
eating their lunch,
in eating their lunch
I'd talk about
about
something unpleasant.
something unpleasant.
Do spoiled children usually lack discipline? Do spoiled children usually lack discipline? Yes, spoiled
Yes,
children
our children
usually lack discipline.
use lack discipline.
Very good. If you were dying of hunger, would you share your last piece of food with another dying person? If you were dying of hunger, would you share your last piece of food with another dying person? Yes or no?
Maybe no.
Me too. If
Yeah,
I were
yeah,
dying of hunger, Homer,
yeah.
if I
If
were
I,
dying
I, if I were dying
of hunger,
of hunger,
I wouldn't share
I would
my
share
last piece of
my
food
last piece of food
with another dying
with another
person.
tiny person.
Very good. Why do brothers and sisters often share bedrooms when they're young? Why do brothers and sisters often share bedrooms when they're young? Brothers and
Brothers,
sisters
sisters,
often share
of
bedrooms
their
when
bedrooms
they're young
when they are young
because there aren't
because
enough
there aren't
bedrooms.
enough
They're
bedrooms.
afraid of sleeping
They are afraid of
on
sleeping
their own in the dark,
on their own in the dark,
etc.
etc.
Have you got any shares in any companies? Have you got any shares in any companies? Oh, that's too early. No, I haven't
To
got
have what God
any shares
any
in
shares
any companies
in any
yet.
companies yet.
Very good. What does the idiom I don't know if I'm coming or going mean? What does the idiom I don't know if I'm coming or going mean? The idiom I
The
don't
idiom
know
I don't
if
know
I'm coming
if I'm
or
coming
going mean
or going
I
mean
am confused.
I'm confused.
Give me an example. Give me an example, please. Don't ask her to help.
Ask her to
She's
help.
so busy
I'm so busy
that she
that she
doesn't know
doesn't know
that she doesn't know
that no
he doesn't know
no
if she's coming
I'm coming
or going at the moment.
or going at the moment.
Very good. Give me an example of need as a modal verb in questions. Give me an example of need as a modal verb in questions, please. Need he come
If they come
to work next Saturday?
work Saturday,
Give me an example of need as a modal verb in a negative sentence. Give me an example of need as a modal verb in a negative sentence, please. She needn't
and
worry
she didn't worry
about the exam.
down.
Very good. Need you look at your book to answer this question? Need you look at your book to answer this question? No, I needn't
No,
look
I need to
at
look
my book
my book
to answer this question.
to answer this question.
Very good. Need she help you to answer this question? Need she help you to answer this question? No, she
No,
needn't help me
she needs to help me
to answer that
to
question.
answer that question.
Very good. What does somebody mean if they say that they needn't have done something? What does somebody mean if they say that they needn't have done something? If somebody says
If somebody says
that they needn't
they didn't
have done something,
do something,
it means that they did it,
instead they didn't,
but it was in fact
it was in fact
not necessary.
necessary.
Very good. Tell me something you did yesterday that you didn't have done. Tell me something you did yesterday that you didn't have done. For example, I needn't have
Didn't have
carried an umbrella
an umbrella
yesterday.
yesterday
So why did you? Why did you? Because I thought
because I saw
it was going to rain.
it was going to rain.
Very good. Okay, next. What kind of associations are there? What kind of associations are there? There are
Yeah, or what
automobile
is
as automobile
autumn
association,
associations,
football associations,
associations,
etc. Do
etc.
you belong to any associations? Do you belong to any associations? Yes or no?
Yes,
I belong
I
to
belong
some
to
associations.
some associations.
Which one? Football?
Oh, swimming, yeah, swimming.
Very good. Okay, next. Does every little noise disturbs you when you're reading? Does every little noise disturbs you when you're reading? Yes or no?
Not any. No.
Not
Yeah. No.
no. Not
No.
every little
Not
noise
every little noise
disturbs me
disturbs me
when I'm reading.
when I'm reading
Why not? Why not? Because I can
because
concentrate
I
in
concentrate
spite of the noise.
of the noise.
Very good. Okay, so we stop there for today, but very good practice. Thank
Yes.